Okay, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? Today there's actually a big major rant that I want to do, and I'm so freaking pissed off about it, but I have an opinion, so please understand that this will be my opinions in this video. And if you disagree with what I have to say, then just leave your comments in the comment section and just tell me why you guys don't like it. I want to talk about the upcoming Pokemon movie that's coming out. And the reason what I saw is that I read an article, and it says something about Misty and Brock being replaced by 2 trainers. This is what gets me really frustrated. I watched the trailer, I think, but despite the fact there are 2 trainers being replaced, there are 2 new ones. Makoto and Suji or Sujo or something like that. Suko, something like I don't know, I can't pronounce the name right, but those are those 2 trainers. But despite the fact when I read the article, it says here Pokemon wants to erase Brock and Misty from the history of the Pokemon series. Like, are you freaking kidding me? These guys have been around for 20 years. 20 years since Indigo League came out. And you expect me to watch this the new Pokemon movie that's coming out and be replaced Brock and Misty? Now I kind of like the new style, but the new style for the Pokemon Sun and Moon, I just don't freaking get it. Why are you doing this with Misty and Brock? This really pisses off a lot of people and a lot of fans out there. And you expect me to watch the new Pokemon movie but replacing those 2 trainers who's been around since Pokemon Indigo League when the first series first started, all the way here in 2018, with new trainers, Makoto and Suko or something, Suchi or something. Sorry. If anybody can tell me the correct name of the trainer, please leave a comment down below and tell me who the other trainer is, if you saw the trailer. But really, replacing Misty and Brock with these 2 new trainers, I mean, they look cool and all, but you could just like add those other trainers into the movie too. But no. It's really freaking stupid, you know? I mean, I can understand why some of the episodes were actually funny and some were not, There was actually a scene that was removed from the final version of the Pokemon Indigo League. And one of these was episode 1, Pokemon I Choose You. Towards the end of the episode, it actually showed after Misty pulled Ash from the water, Misty asked a question saying, "Are you alright?" And after she says, "Oh, it's a Pokemon, are you alright?" And if you don't believe me, here's what she says. I don't know about you, but apparently, I think I know what was this. I know what was the first episode meant to have. I think at some point, Misty was supposed to slap Ash at some point after Ash said, "I'm okay." However, that was probably either removed from the English dub version, probably due to either, if kids saw that, maybe abusive. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to say. And we can only think of one reason why this scene was actually removed for a reason. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually kind of like the Japanese version as well. I do remember, like, a long time ago, there's been, like, cool Japanese voice actors that voice that great Pokemon characters. And ever since it came to the U.S., I just started to like the Pokemon series. All I can say for sure is that maybe this scene, well, not the scene right here, but what you saw in the video is that probably at that one point, Ash was going to get slapped by Misty. However, probably due to some issues of this episode, probably the scene was actually removed. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but maybe it was best that the English dub version was probably going to be a lot more friendlier, so they decided to go with the family-friendly stuff scenes at some point. But all I can say for sure is that probably this scene was actually removed, where Misty slaps Ash. So probably it was removed for a reason. So yeah. Yeah, what's even worse is that this scene was actually removed when Misty slapped Ash in the face. Why? I don't understand. However, that scene was taken out probably due to either abusive stuff or probably they didn't want to see that red mark on Ash's face. Another episode was another one where Misty slapped Ash. After Ash captured Pidgeotto, he said these words like, "I am the greatest." But as soon as he says that, Misty slaps Ash, and Misty's actually right about one thing. You're the worst. That's what she would say. And you need to come with good strategies and stuff like that. Like, find a Pokemon that are actually strong against other attacks. One of the episodes I forgot to mention, Brock says something about, don't you know that flying type is weak against ground type or something? I don't know what he said about that. Let me see if I can remember the episode. Oh, I think it's something like this.
Bad strategy. Don't you know flying Pokemon are weak against rock types?
Oh, yes, I forgot!
Yeah, something like that. I mean, Ash is completely a freaking idiot! Do you not realize what you're doing to Ash creators of Pokemon? You need to do the right thing. What I don't like, and I'm sure you guys remember this from before, I did a rant video where Ash was losing throughout the Pokemon Leagues. After he collects all those 8 badges, he gets defeated by the Elite Four. I think that's what they're called, Elite Four. Really, Ash is really a freaking idiot. And despite the fact that I can't stand this anymore, is they're going to keep using Ash until they say, oh, we're going to make him lose this, lose that. You guys stop doing this. I want Ash to at least win a Pokemon League, and that's it. But no. Creators out there are really big. I'm not trying to be crazy or anything, but, you know, the creators are being really stupid these days. But I'm not saying they're bad. They have some great artwork and great style of the animation. I respect them from that. But you have to have Ash kept losing from region after region and leagues after leagues after Pokemon Leagues, all the way here to 2018 with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Aloha region or something. The TV show itself too, you know. And you managed to bring back Misty and Brock. And to be honest, Misty and Brock sound really weird when it comes to voice acting. Misty's voice is different compared to the previous voice actors.
You two must have been meant for each other then. Oh, that's mine. Excuse me. Hello? Misty here. No, of course you can't do that. I'll get back as soon as I can, but till then, they'll just have to wait. I don't know what my sister's thinking sometimes. You're right. I didn't think Fluffa ever came down from the mountain. Maybe it wanted to meet our Pokemon since they're rare around here. Maybe it'll talk to Azurill. Boy, that was a close one. You're not hurt, are you? It took a direct hit from that poison tail, and then it hit the water pretty hard.
Alright, I come all the way to pick you up at the airport, and this is the thanks I get? Hey, Ash, how have you been doing? Long time no see, Pikachu. Nice to meet you. I'm Misty, International Known Beauty. I'm also the Cerulean Gym Leader. Oh, Professor Oak asked us to come. Still haven't found Poplio yet? Lana's brave. Well, she's not the only one who's brave, so I'm gonna be brave too. Who, me? Never. You're next, promise. The field changes with whatever Pokemon are battling on it. Then I'll be the referee. This battle is one-on-one. The battle will be over when either side's Pokemon is unable to continue.
Yeah, even Brock's voice actor sounds different too. I bet they've been using that same voice actor since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I'm not so sure, but still. And I'm gonna be honest here. The Pokemon, even to this very day, is not the same anymore. I mean, like, come on. We can't see other returning characters like Clefairy and Jigglypuff and so many others. And even tougher Pokemon like Charizard. And there's Bulbasaur and so many others. Seriously? And you decide you want to replace Misty and Brock with these 2 new trainers? Are you freaking kidding me? You expect me to watch a reboot Pokemon movie of some kind of Indigo League or probably some new movie or something? But replacing Brock and Misty that have been around since 1997 when Pokemon Indigo League was announced. Seriously, replacing these trainers with 2 new trainers, Makoto and Tsuji? This doesn't make any freaking sense. I will not watch this movie. If I don't see Misty and Brock in the reboot version of Pokemon Indigo League movie, then I'm done. I mean, seriously, this is not what I expected, and this is not what the fans expected. But if you're going to be like this, so be it. But let's face the facts. I think the new trainers might be really cool. Makoto and Tsuji, I think that's their names. But let's face the facts. Maybe it'll be something for a Pokemon movie. Maybe. But come on, replacing these 2 old trainers with something new? At least have Misty and Brock make cameo appearances once in a while. But no, you decide to remove them from the history of the Pokemon series. What the heck is wrong with the Pokemon Company? Why are they doing this? This is not cool at all. And yes, they're planning to make their return in a new Pokemon game called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Well, we'll see how this works, but I guarantee you it's not going to be the same without Misty, Brock, and so many other characters I can think of from the past. It's just kind of hard to say, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, how dare they do this to the fan base like this?
What have you done to the series? I read another article that they're planning to bring back the Pokemon Indigo League, a reboot, and compare it to the HD version. How will the HD version look like? Will it look different? I can guarantee you it will, but I guarantee you, like they did some drawings back in the 90s too, when Pokemon Indigo League came out. And you expect me to watch the Pokemon Sun and Moon? I don't think so. The redesign, okay, hold on. I'm not saying it looks bad. It looks okay, but the redesign is the worst. Seriously, you have to redesign Pokemon Sun and Moon, Aloha region cartoon or anime, replace it with a different style and art. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It looks something like this. Are you kidding me? Look, I like the original design better from the 90s. And what you're doing is horrible. Why are you doing this to us? This was back then when 4Kids Entertainment worked with the Pokemon Company. But ever since the Pokemon Company acquired the license to the Pokemon series, 4Kids started to get worse. But I'm going to be honest here. The new design, maybe it might look okay, but I just don't like it that much. I know there's going to be some people who disagree with me, so leave your comments and let me know why you like the new design. But the original design from the 90s of the Pokemon show, when they first announced it, was awesome. Heck, they even had Pokemon live shows like they discussed things about Pokemon and so many others. Or even commercials about it. Or even having a show as well. I do remember that one time Nintendo used to have their own TV show. Talking about like games and so many others, like Hot News 64. Everybody remembers that. So why can't they do a promotion to do a Nintendo show? The last time they did a Nintendo game show was during the Nintendo World Championships back in 2015. And I think they did one for 2017? I'm not so sure. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest here. The Pokemon show, as we speak, is the new redesign. The voice actors, they just sound crazy. I'm not saying the voice actors are bad. It's just the characters, of course. And what else can I say? I mean, I really want them to go back to the old roots. But I heard rumors, and I read an article that was back in 2017. They said that they want to reboot Pokemon Indigo League, but make an HD remaster version. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think they'll bring on TV again? And also, towards the end of the episode, Pokemon, sometimes I'll have a special feature. After the episode ends, or before the show ends, they'll show like a feature like the Poke Rap and Pikachu's Jukebox I've seen in episode 55 or 56. Yeah, somewhere around that time. And I'm going to be honest here. Today, as we speak about Pokemon, I want them to listen to the fans. They need to listen to the fans and give them what they want. They want to see Ash Ketchum at least win at least one time a Pokemon League, and that's pretty much it. So the question is, will the anime Pokemon get any better? Will we see returning characters from the original Pokemon? I guarantee you it might happen, but I cannot guarantee you if it might happen anytime soon. All we can do is wait and see if they're going to do the right thing. Pokemon Company, please bring back the original series, Pokemon Indigo League. And if you want, please, we want to see some good Pokemon spin-off games again. Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64 was awesome. Even Pokemon Snap, we want these great games again. Please make those spin-off games, or at least release it on the eShop. Because I know Nintendo's not going to call Virtual Console. They're not planning to bring that back anytime soon. What we will get is like an NES online multiplayer game or something. I don't know. On the Switch on eShop. But I can guarantee you that Nintendo will bring these games back one day on the eShop. I would like to see these N64 games come to the eShop. Maybe some Super Nintendo, NES games. Maybe even Sega Genesis games. Maybe. But that's all I'm going to say for now. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think the Pokemon Company should go back to the original roots? Do you think they should bring back the original Pokemon Indigo League? Because I heard rumors they might reboot the show or something. I don't know. even if it does happen, we don't know the results yet. But that was during that time in the 90s when they worked with 4Kids Entertainment. But I guarantee you it might happen. If not, oh well. Leave your comments down below and tell me what you guys think. Should the Pokemon Company bring back the original Pokemon characters and the trainers? And even, I don't know, will they actually reboot the Pokemon movies as well? I don't know. Well, I don't know what else to say, but hopefully, if they listen to the fans, we'll actually get those. But that's all I'm going to say for now, Sam. Leave your comments and tell me what you guys think about the upcoming Pokemon movie. And Brock and Misty being replaced by the two trainers, Makoto and the other trainer. I forgot his name. Suko or Suji. I don't know. It's somewhere about that name, but I'll figure it out. But that's all I'm going to say for now. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.